Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Hypergamous Journey. My name is Denise. At this channel, we discuss dating advice for women 55 and older. I just give you hypergamy from my real life experience. I'm 61, never married, and no children. And rest assured, ladies, you're not alone. At this age, we're having difficulty finding a partner that we would like to, mate with or marry. And the young women are having a difficult time as well. But rest assured that it can happen for us. We just have to remain positive, focus on ourselves and making our lives better in a feminine way. Because I can say that as an African-American woman, college educated, and maybe the first generation who grew up in the feminist movement, well, I shouldn't say I grew up in it, but listening to it and being surrounded by it through no choice of my own. I think I was around 13 when I really began to notice the messaging. And my mom began to say, no, she said it earlier. I remember saying this around 10. Make sure you get an education so you can support yourself and you won't have to depend on a man to take care of you. I mean, at 10. And I didn't leave home until I was 23 when I graduated college and moved to Washington, D.C. So we're talking about 13 years, day in, day out, of hearing that messaging. And when I graduated college, that's exactly what I did. So then at 59, as you know, I discovered hypergamy and sugar daddying. And I was 58 at the time. 58 at the time. So I knew that was out of the question. I was just too old for that. But Shira 71 is the person who came into my feed when I was 58. And so I took what she was saying and began to mull it over to determine how can I apply this in my life. And I knew that, the things that she talks about, I just couldn't do because it didn't sit well with me. But some of the stuff she said made perfect sense, like stop talking so much, being more feminine, wearing feminine colors, and trying to take the bass out of the voice and listen more. So those things I knew that I needed to do and to change. And as I said before, I wore a lot of black. I'm from New York City, Harlem in particular, and we just wear a lot of black, especially in the winter and the fall. So it has made a difference in my life, ladies. It has made a difference in my life. I now recently started saying to myself, maybe even out loud sometimes, when I'm in my masculine energy and when I'm in my feminine energy. And so there are certain things that we do that are just masculine. Anything results oriented. I would say, cleaning the house so that it's clean for your guests is masculine. Especially if you're not doing it out of the sheer enjoyment of it, because that's what we go by, what makes us feel good, right? So if it doesn't make you feel good and you're just doing it so that, you have a clean place, okay, maybe that's kind of masculine energy. But the feeling you get, like say when you walk in the door the next day and you're like, oh, this still feels so good, that's feminine. So what am I saying? Hypergamy isn't easy, because it all starts here. It's in your mind. What do you want? What are you looking for in a man? And knowing for sure what it is that you want, and then removing the people or the men who don't give you that, or at least putting them in a special category. And I've heard so many things on this. If he's not what you're looking for, he doesn't meet your hypergamy requirements, don't see him. That's one camp. The other camp is practice with him. That's another camp. Another camp says tell him the truth and tell him you would like him as a friend. To me, there is no right or wrong way to do this. It is really dependent on you and what you want. And you do it the way it works for you. I believe when I meet men that their practice, if they're not meeting in the my hypergamy requirements, then I'm practicing. And, we can look at this another way too, ladies, is that when men meet us, they know what they want from us. And usually at the top of the line is intimate relations, right? That's top and center. They're just wired that way. We're not. So they're just wired that way. So that's the first thing that they want. But it doesn't mean that they get it all the time. And after that, then they might, say, well, she's nice. Let me see, depending on his requirements. Because remember, this is not a one-way street. Men have requirements too. And a lot of men are not looking for marriage. They've been there, they've done that. A lot of women are not looking for marriage. They've been there and done that. But then you have those men and those women who are. And their requirements are totally different from the men and women who are not looking for marriage, right? They might be looking, for fun and games, somebody to just go through life with as a partner, but not a legal partner. And it's all good. It's all good. So ladies, you have to decide what your hypergamy requirements are. And if you need to, keep them to yourself if you don't have a support system. Keep it to yourself if you do not have a support system. Say it out loud in your home when you're alone. And if you do have a support system, maybe you and another woman can partner up and run things by each other. That I've never done. And so I'm thinking about doing a meetup group with my subscribers at this channel. I live in the Atlanta, Georgia area. And maybe we can get together on the Facebook group, which I'm starting, and I'll let you know about that, or meet up in person, where maybe we can read some books together. I'm a shy person, but there are certain things that's just better in person. And I think book discussions about hypergamy is one of them. So if you would like to let me know about let me know your thoughts in the comment section about a Facebook group and a meetup group in person, about us getting together to do that in support of each other. And yeah, so that's all I have to say on this subject for now. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye.